Welcome home to Eden. This is Eve Christoph, your love life muse. Stick with me for the hottest news and we will get somewhere new. So here it is. We're in the throes of the divine feminine revolution. That's what I call this madness. We're going passing through. And the dream I had for you last night is to help you understand why it is that so many men are signing up for ICE instead of just rebelling. I shouldn't say so many, because there's been a lot of men who have refused the job, and for a while they couldn't get anybody to do it until they started paying more and more money, but the question is, why would anybody do that? Why would they ruin their life? Why would they ruin their reputation in the near future? Why would they ruin their own sense of humanity to turn against their fellow people? So in this dream, it shows basically a kind of psychology of the machismo that we're dealing with, where there's a misunderstanding on how to gain one's power. Okay, so in the dream last night, there's a camper in the woods of a hunting territory, and the park ranger is in the camper, and a hunter comes up with his kill, and he's got a wolf pelt and some kind of spotted beaver pelt, and he's registering with the ranger how many kills he's made. And it becomes clear as I look at the man that there's no joy in it for him. Actually, he thinks it should make him strong and powerful, but this is like the 100th animal he's killed. He's thinking, maybe I have to kill a bear, maybe I have to kill a lion, and then I'll feel fulfilled as a man. And so I say to the man, hey, how did you get the pelt on the backside of that wolf so soft? And he's like, yeah, it's a process. He has no actual pride in what's happened. And I say to him, okay, well, what if I showed you another way where you could actually get the real power of the wolf and the beaver to build, without killing them at all? And he's like, what's the use? If you don't kill them, you don't dominate them. I'm the one. I'm the human. I should have dominion over everyone. And this is the misunderstanding when people are racist. It's a lot like this. They're like thinking of other human beings as subhuman, like animals that they should have dominion over. They should have the only right to vote. Those people should be killed. Those people corralled like animals. And so I say to him, well, I can see that you're not really feeling powerful at all. I can see that this whole thing hasn't given you anything. Don't talk to me about it. You're a hypocrite, he says. You're a meat eater. And I say, that's true, but the animals I eat are ones that have been born into the life destiny in a harvesting farm to give their lives to the humans. The wild animals are not in that sacred contract with the divine to give to the humans. They are meant to have their own freedom, their wildness, their lives with their families and their brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. And he says, yeah, right. Well, what do you think? You think any of them are going to sacrifice anything for me? And I say, well, the thing is, it won't work by killing them. You have to actually become friends with the animals, and then when you do, when you make a contract with your soul to protect them instead of kill them, you can watch them, listen to them, and soon you will have the friendship of the wolf. Then the wolf will come to you in this spirit dimension that we're in of the dream, and you will be able to become a wolf. then you'll be able to become a beaver. And when you come back to Earth, you will have all of these powers and capabilities you never had, until, you've learned to love them. And then I say to him, and this goes for women too, the women that you want, the wild other that you long for, you become in awe of her, in awe of the wild animals of the forest, and you listen and watch on how to protect her and give her something of value as a friend to her. And then soon she, like the deer, comes towards you. The deer walks to you in the forest and puts their hand, their nose in your hand as your friend. And now you have the gentleness, the kindness, the solace you've been seeking all this time. You have the power of the wolf. You have the ability, the sustainability of the incredible tenacity of the beaver. All you have to do is turn it around from hunting them down and hunt instead. Hunt your joy. Hunt their qualities. Hunt their hunt their qualities. Hunt their friendship. So this would crack the hunter open into tears, because the divine feminine of the deer, for example, would be so gentle and would allow him to feel his feelings. The desire for the power is really just the longing for the right to feel, the longing for the right to be wild, like those wild animals are. And the man feels so trapped by his life, circumstances seem, or role, the binary of it seeming so much like straps all around him, so he can't breathe or feel or be soft or run free. So I say to him, imagine if you were the wolf. Imagine if you were the beaver. Imagine if you were the deer. All you have to do is love them until they become close to you, trust you. You trust them. And now, much love, darling. Love life.